What's going on, everybody? Let's get this thing started. It's going to be a short night, of course. It's got to be a short night because, well, I'll explain to y'all. It's really got to be a short night, though. Jump on in here really quick. Get your greetings and salutations in, and let me, now seriously, this might be probably a 15, 20-minute show, but get the salutations in here. I'm going to grab my charger, and we can get pretty much get right into it. Let me grab my charger. Oh, where's that? Okay. Let me find it. Let me find a clear outlet to my new little setup. My recently purchased awesome surge protector. Still kind of weird, but still awesome. There you go. Give me a little extra room to work with here. Let me wrap that around right there. Make sure I'm not disconnecting anything, because it sure gets finicky around these wires. Y'all be mad at me. It's because it's muted and everything. Okay, good people. Let's get it started. Let me jump over here. Here's my trusty mouse. This is an important conversation we got to have. Extremely important conversation we got to have tonight. What's going on, good people? Noob Kevin. 15, 20 minutes. For like an hour. Appreciate it, Steve. That's that early morning extra excited energy. Hi, Marie. Oh, Marie. Did you hear me make the confession on the Cardinal logo? I should have kept on. I should have held out on it a little while longer. Hi, Kelly. Where you been, girl? You said you was coming in town. Dwayne, what's good? Yvonne, Doug, Jason. Good evening, family. Justin in the house. Carterholic, what's up? What's up? Okay. Mike, Aston, KD. So, KD, this is a serious conversation we got to have tonight, good people. Very, very, very important, serious conversation we're going to have. What up, Walter? I'm not gonna light up the comments. Steve, yeah, I always get really nerdy. I always get really nerdy on that stuff, especially in the morning when I'm all worked up. I'm gonna get stretched. Okay. So I want to make a disclaimer before we talk about tonight's conversation. Now, I have made this disclaimer before. Okay. I think y'all have done a generally good job, but I'm gonna make a disclaimer and I'm gonna ask for a little more help from y'all. I'm basically gonna need y'all to either snitch or handle it yourself. Okay. Hi, Michelle. Okay, this is my disclaimer. y'all know that Steve and myself, I would like to think y'all believe that over the years that we have proven that we have the university's best interest every single time. We come in with coaches, we give coaches fair chances, we give ADs fair shots. We give everybody fair opportunity. We make sure y'all have all the information on people, all that good stuff, right? I think y'all also over time have realized that most people in our line of work prefer access or storyline or drama before the success of the sports in the university. I don't think that's a stretch, right? I mean, would y'all, if y'all agree with that part? Because here's the thing: before I go forward, I want to kind of establish a general rule of thumb. You know, like I said, even if Steve and myself have been wrong about, Puma Pass or something, you know what I'm saying? Or we're wrong about, Bobby Petrino, whatever. You realize that the way we approach the university, we do radio about the university. We don't do radio for ratings. I think people enjoy the radio, the night show, because of the passion and the interaction and the fun we have. If y'all agree with my base example, just put a Y. Just put a Y. Give me a couple of Y's just to know y'all agree with what I'm saying. We put the university before our jobs, before our personal issues. Like I said, there's plenty of times a coach that, let's just say, I have connections with certain coaches over other coaches. I'll fire him in a fucking second. I'll fire him in a second and I'll call him later. You know what I'm saying? Because the university is what's most important every single time. I don't even want y'all, I'm not even going to ask you to answer the question about, I think this is a fair general statement. You all, I have realized it. You have all realized it. A lot of people get excited about the drama, the bad shit, you've literally seen people cape for coaches just because they had some access or something. Y'all have come to me. Hey man, what's with this guy? Why do they always act like he's, like y'all have seen it. Guys protect their friends. This assistant coach is my friend, so I'm gonna say everything to defend him or something like y'all have seen that. I'm not telling you anything you haven't seen. You've seen it over time. It agitates me. It always has, always will. I will fucking throw my best friend under the bus if he's hurting Louisville. Fuck it. You get my point. These people prefer their relationships and drama over the university. I think that goes without saying, and I'm sorry, okay? Okay. Now, the reason I'm saying this is because you kind of put yourself out on an island, like the way Steve and I do radio. It puts us kind of on an island, you know what I'm saying? Because it's just different, right? So, but also, while we're on this island in our philosophy, we still are co-workers with all of these people from news, from radio, from any media, any podcast, blog sites, all that. We're all still co-workers, okay? Now, being the fact that we are coworkers, I don't want I don't want, the reason I don't listen to them when we're talking about like basketball stuff is because I feel like I'm an expert, and I feel like my expertise to y'all is enough. The relationship between me and the fan or listener is enough. I don't need them telling me something that I'm an expert about. I mean, I can learn a stat, or I can learn a relationship, or I can learn something, but in the overall scheme of knowledge, okay? And I don't want to argue. My sports experience is what it is. Steve's sports experience is what it is. I think together we give everybody perspective and a great sports experience. We're different from them, but I don't want to sit around and listen. Oh, put it this way. It's like hip hop beefs. People will start a hip hop beef just to sell records. Okay? Somebody will go at attack an opinion of mine just to fucking sell records. Does that make sense? They will try to 50 cent me just to get me to respond, just to drag me into the mud. Guess what they'll do to you? They will put something controversial out there to fucking cause mass hysteria. That's one part of this conversation tonight. You would have to agree that it's, I won't get there yet. That'll be the next step. Right here, right now, you have seen it multiple times. Just arguing to be arguing. But here's the problem. The fan base and the listener, sometimes they can't tell if this is bullshit or if this is a story or something, to cause drama. But here's the thing. Now you're getting manipulated. The title of my show is Cardinal CON-fusion. CON-fusion. This is my request part of this. Don't tag me. If you learn something from me, that's between me and you. Me and you. Don't tag me and drag me into any kind of social media back and forth, any kind of back and forth with any of these people, right? Because it's going to get on my fucking nerves. It's going to get on my nerves. And here's the problem. The only thing that's going to make me sensitive is watching y'all get manipulated to the demise of the university. Okay? So we've established, don't tag me in your, well, Marcus said this, so y'all going at each other? Like, don't try to drag me, because I don't do, like, again, I say it all the time, I live my real life out here. I don't fucking live through Twitter and through Facebook and through that shit. I live a real life out here. I talk to these people in their face all the time. We text all the time. So my information that I share is with y'all. I talk to the parent. I talk to the player. I talk to people. Don't tag me in your shit trying to, get me. Like, hey, if they want to attack a point that I make, let them do it. You don't have to tag me and say, hey, Marcus. Hold on real quick. Okay. You don't have to tag me and drag me into that. If they want to go against one of my opinions, you fucking let them. If you trust their opinion more than mine, trust it. If you trust my opinion more than theirs, trust it. Don't drag me into that. The reason I'm explaining this is because you are being conned right now. You are being conned. People who are just doing things to either get friends, curry favor, drop names to get raises, or give this community a big misdirection. I'm saying this right now that I'm not going to do this again. I probably will. So this is a very hollow threat. Let's make this clear. Very hollow threat. The Indiana hire. I walked y'all through that hire. I walked y'all through it step by step. You know what I said? I walked y'all through it step by step. I said, they're going to, listen, the buyout for Archie Miller at Indiana was big. You want to know how the Archie Miller, hold on a second. That's pretty funny. That is really funny. As soon as the Indiana crowd got mad at Archie Miller at Indiana. Sorry, y'all. As soon as the crowd got mad at Archie Miller, they still had a big buyout. It wasn't like a good money deal to buy him out. You know what they did? They put the word out that Brad Stevenson would be interested in the Indiana job. That was a fucking lie. That was a lie by people at the university, and the media spoon-fed that to the Indiana public so they could get Archie Miller out of there. It's not about who they hired. It's about manipulating the crowd by giving you a name like Brad Stevenson. Y'all get where I'm going here with this. You have people that know if Kenny Payne is in office, is at the head coaching position, they're worried about their access and their job security. You are getting leaked, lied, and narratived to fucking death. And it's a shame to watch. It's a shame to watch. It is unethical. It is something that I'm gonna have to grow up probably. This is the game. This is how the game is played. And it's probably gonna be the reason I walk away when I do walk away, because I'm not playing that game. But tell me, don't name any names. Don't even put names on my YouTube, please. Don't put names on my YouTube. I'll ask the question, you answer it in your own mind. How many people in local media do you think are fans of the University of Louisville? Just do your quick run through. How many do you think are really fans of the University of Louisville? And I'm talking about all your local media. How many do you truly think are fans? Okay. Now take that number. Give you a couple seconds to work it out. You probably did it on your hands. I'll let you work that out. Now, take that number and say, how many of those people would sacrifice and get a lesser coach because they won't have as much access with Kenny Payne? So how many people would start, leak, perpetuate a rumor to avoid, like I said, a nightmare. I've said it before, a nightmare is to have Marcus having access to Kenny Payne. I already got access to Kenny Payne. I don't need him to be, listen. And I got access to Chris Mack. Y'all didn't see me pounding y'all with access to coaches. I purposely don't ask Reese Gaines about his practices. I don't want to put Reese in the position to tell me. So I don't do leaks. I don't put people. Listen, access to me. I'm always going to have access. You keep it real on here, you're gonna have access. But I'm also not gonna say that's not a good coach because I won't have access. Y'all need to go for this other coach. I'm also not gonna be at the university starting rumors, so maybe I can get people worked up enough to be anti-Kenny. Haven't y'all noticed how fucking weird it is that all of a sudden, like, everybody keeps repeating the same word? He will listen. I mean, I know Bob was the first person to say it. Bob went out and he did a Baylor game. And then Bob came back and said he would listen. Bob believes. He didn't even say confirm. He said Bob believes he would listen. Do you know how, I don't want to say it's not insignificant, but it's like if y'all said Brom would listen, but here's the problem. We know for sure Kenny Payne is interested in the job. So why do you get more energy from a guy would listen? Not even the guy saying he would listen. You know what I'm saying? We have history of Kenny Payne saying, I wanted to be in this on the coaching staff. I had to go to Oregon to get my foot in the door. I had to work my way up. He's told, like, we know his story. He's connected locally. We know his family lives here. Like, Jesus. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we know this about Kenny Payne. Why would there be where the fuck would a Jay Wright come from? I mean, what do we know? We know one thing. Josh Hurd was at Villanova some years ago for 2 years when Jay Wright was there. That's all we know. I know what it looks like when you start throwing big names around so that you can work the mob up into confusion. Again, please don't put names. You can have your opinion. Don't put it on my wall because people get sensitive. And here's the problem. They get sensitive with me. I'm going to say, fuck them. Like, I don't care, but I don't want bad relationships just because they're not a Louisville fan. You know what I'm saying? Because I work with the people and they're not, bad people to work with. They're not bad people to talk to. I mean, I draw the line when I'm like, you'll shit on Louisville. You'll paint the University of Louisville in a bad light for content. That's where we draw the line at. And again, it doesn't make me attack you. You know what I'm saying? But my line is there. So I find it extremely odd, the names that are being thrown out there, because here's the thing. That's when you know the Kenny Payne thing is something serious, because it's like, again, Brad Stevens was seen as being one of the best coaches in the NBA. He went from head coach straight into management in the NBA. Y'all, I saw Indiana do it with he would come. Hey, Brad Stevens will be interested. They were like, fuck Archie Miller. That moment. So this is how good Kenny Payne is, and they know it, and you know it, and I know it. This is how good Kenny Payne is in a situation. That the names you brought up was number one in the country, Bruce Pearl. Got him in, because listen, you couldn't come up with some level guys, or my point is, the only names you could come up with that were better than Kenny Payne was Bruce Pearl, who had the number one team in the country at the moment, Scott Drew, who is literally the defending national champion, and what other name? There hadn't been another name. Oh, I'm sorry, Jay Wright. Hall of Famer, legendary, top whatever basketball coaches all. I like the names you're bringing up. First of all, how stupid did we look with getting Bruce Pearl that contract extension? That looks stupid. And listen, I got everybody's excitement, and it was funny to me because I knew it was going to happen. But what I'm saying is, y'all are getting some fake shit delivered to you right now. That's again, that's why I'm telling y'all how important this Kenny Payne situation is. Because y'all are going to be listening to y'all going to be listening to hate speech. Oh, I don't want to say that. I want y'all to see this happen. I want y'all to see it happening. Yeah, like even Mick Cronin. Could you imagine? Like, okay, Mick Cronin is a good coach. Everybody knows Mick Cronin is a Rick Pitino come hella high water guy. And like if Kenny Payne was directly connected to Rick Pitino, y'all would be like, fuck no. Y'all know good and well anybody connected to Tom George and Rick Pitino that's any good, they're gonna. Y'all see how he did Kevin Keats? Kevin Keats didn't turn into a rational name until Kenny Payne came up. What do y'all think that is? That's sabotage. That's people trying to keep their job, keep their position, and keep their access. And they're scared that somebody like myself is not going to get it. They're scared that they're Kentucky. We're going to be on a level playing field as Kentucky. Y'all, like I said, people will use the Louisville passion to try to get themselves in the good graces of Kentucky. I've been telling y'all that. They are fighting each other to get on the Kentucky Lexington nipple. Y'all know good and well if somebody had a connection to Rick Pitino, y'all would shoot that shit down in a heartbeat. But Kenny Payne, who will put us on a level playing field, this Kentucky, all of a sudden it's okay to talk. It's all of a sudden okay to talk about Mick Cronin. Right? Listen, it got nothing to do. It has nothing to do with Jerry Eves. It has nothing to do with Butch Beard. People will bring up that shit to try to attach Kenny Payne. You won't attach Mick Cronin to Rick Pitino. Can you imagine if Kenny Payne was at somewhere and it took him 13 years to start winning, and then he get some recruiting class? Baylor's players. It's not against Scott Drew. I'm just saying the Scott Drew conversation. It took him in his 10th year. He won the NIT. He lost for the first 7 years. Just the excuses. Like I say, he's a good coach. He's got it rolling. But y'all just naturally think, Oh, because he finally got it rolling after 15 years at Baylor, he's automatically going to come to Louisville and have it rolling the exact same way. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know we had people following Scott Drew at Baylor for the last 15 years. Horse shit. We saw every recruiting move Kenny Payne did for a fucking decade. We read every local story. We saw every single player come in. Thank you, Kenny Payne. Leave. Player, giant, monster, come in. All-star game, NBA, Kenny Payne. Thank you. Boom. We saw that. We saw this guy was working on this move with Kenny Payne on a Wednesday. On Saturday, he does that move. Dunk on somebody. Oh, shit. We need to get one of those Kenny Paynes. 10 fucking years straight. Now, all of a sudden, we're Scott Drew experts, and we all of a sudden just know Chris Mack had a number 1 seed in the country. Cheers, Gary. Cheers. I'm watching it. I'm literally watching it happen. I'm watching the manipulation take place. Again, you believe me, you believe me. If you don't, you don't. But again, everybody's allowed. Listen. The reason I don't tell you rumors about leaks is because they use this shit to get you mad at Kenny. Oh, well, that's Scott Drew. Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm listening. Oh, yeah. If y'all hear that shit all of a sudden, if y'all hear that from four local out, like what? Where did this come? Where did Bruce Pearl come from? Oh, he's number 1 in the country. As soon as Kenny Payne name come up, Bruce Pearl. It's either Kenny Payne or Bruce Pearl. And Bruce Pearl's number 1 in the country right now. So everybody's like, fuck Kenny Payne. Jay Wright or Kenny Payne. Now the crowd. Now you done had Bruce Pearl, who just got his bonus, Jay Wright, which is a ridiculous conversation, and Scott Drew. So now you're wondering, why are we even mentioning Kenny Payne? If all my other 3 options were Scott Drew, Jay Wright, and Bruce Pearl and Musselman, why are we even talking about Kenny Payne? Because they're not fucking options. But y'all been sitting around picking apart Kenny Payne. They're throwing these names at you to try to get somebody else in here that is not Kenny Payne. Get y'all pissed off so when they strike out at the last minute, well, Kenny Payne, I mean, I can deal with Nate Oates. I mean, Nate Oates is a minority candidate. I mean, I just got tired of the Kenny Payne thing. That's what this slow play shit will do to the mob. By the time you hear about, we almost had Bruce Pearl, we almost had Scott Drew, we almost had Musselman, we almost had Jay Wright. You pissed at Kenny Payne. So now Nate Oates gets it. You're just glad it's not Kenny Payne because you feel like Kenny Payne cost you. And I'm watching it happen. And again, I need y'all to use y'all discernment at this point. I'm gonna need y'all to use y'all discernment. Here's the problem though. The fact that y'all are even getting leaked shit to steer you away from Kenny Payne, that's the problem. Anybody who would I'm trying to come up with an example. It's like, have you ever had somebody lie to you and then you kind of catch them in a lie and then they tell the truth and then they want credit for telling the truth? And you're like, you only told the truth because you got caught, right? And they say, oh, well, at least listen, the truth part ain't the point. The point is, it's like, the point is you tried to manipulate the fan base to get a different result of what they're excited about. That's the point. That's the problem. That I have people, I'm surrounded by people who are willing to manipulate the fan base for their own personal agendas. And they justify it. They justify it. I mean, listen, people have jobs to do even when their job search is going on. It's not up to me to critique people's jobs. But if I were critiquing jobs, I would say people aren't doing their jobs like they should, in my opinion. It's my humble opinion. If Eric Wood believes it, so do I. Oh, Jesus. Not have Lauren in here tonight. I never saw her. Oh, y'all, she's in trouble. I just asked Lauren to moderate yesterday. Ooh, she's in trouble. Oh, well, why did you say hello, Lauren? I was about to get on here and say thanks for nothing. I was about to say something extremely mean. Hold on. I'm gonna have to figure out how to add you as a moderator. I don't know how to do it, but y'all, Lauren's gonna be the new moderator. So if we get people getting out of line, a lot of times I can't keep up. She has a good eye for for people just trying to cause trouble, and to get those bots, because whenever I start speaking the truth, y'all know the bots start attacking. Yeah, like I said, it's not about the coach. It's about the manipulation part. Again, I'll be the first to tell you, there's a lot of good coaches out there. It's a lot of good coaches. But what he brings to the table, we need this right now. We need this to save the university right now. This is the most important situation right now. And you start to find the snakes during times like this. I don't even want to say snakes. I'll say people who don't have the university's best interest, in my opinion. That's a good point, Noob. Great point. Red Rage. Robinson, you might have to go back. This is supposed to be a short show. We got 5 more minutes. Oh, listen. Don't think that there aren't a ton of people shaking in their fucking boots over 93.9 The Ville and the possibility of Marcus Maben and the Coaches Show. I don't want to do the Coaches Show, y'all. But the idea that I would possibly be open to doing the Coaches Show. They would have a fucking heart attack if it got announced. I'm Marcus Maben, and I'm hosting the Coaches Show with Kenny Payne. Walter is 100% on point. Partly, I believe that some fake media is blaming you partly for 93.9. Yeah, partly. Like I said, people, let every other media person be who they are, right? Let them be who they are. Let everyone be as confident or as arrogant or as humble as they want to be, right? I'll say things like, when I say things like, I don't come into a room with animosity towards anybody. I never was mad at somebody because they were tall, mad because they were short, mad because they were rich, mad because they were poor, broke, handsome. I don't harbor, oh, well, you didn't work hard enough for it and you were rich because your dad, and I don't carry that stuff, right? So your success, go be great. Go be great. Everybody, go be great. I don't do things to cause other people, issues, right? But here's the thing. Y'all know me and Steve did our thing for 93.9, right? Y'all know me and Steve bring a lot of business to 93.9, right? Oh, yeah, I think he would do that. I think he would open the locker room back up. From sunny Florida. Goodness gracious. Congratulations, Michelle. My God. Yes. This is the attitude that, listen, every time y'all hear Kentucky, you hear allegedly. Hey, make sure you say allegedly. Every time you hear Louisville in trouble, you say, where there's smoke, there's fire. Allegedly, not proved, or allegedly, or not proven, or they attack the credibility of the kid who makes the report. They attack the credibility of. I tried to question the credibility of Katina Powell. They didn't let me question the validity of a fucking notebook, a ledger that was written in the same pen and was supposed to be, or pencil, and was supposed to be dates over the course of 5 years. And I got attacked like, oh, you're just trying to misdirection. I watched 25 fucking football players run up in multiple houses. Well, how could you technically prove if it was dark that you think I wouldn't know? If listen. If Sydney Curry came up into your house and it was only a few lights on. Look, and you got your phone up on his face, you're gonna know that's Sidney Kirk. I had people say I couldn't question Katina Powell. I couldn't question Katina Powell. I still ain't heard y'all talk about Josh Ali and his hit and run / no report filed / his court date got pushed back through the entire football season. Y'all don't say shit about none of that. That's unfair, but that's why I say y'all don't drag me into no shit with no other media. I'm just like y'all. I'm a fan watching other media. We're having a conversation about watching media and who covers Louisville Fair and who doesn't. Don't tag me in there. Let them have their own opinions. This is my opinion on people's opinions. Oh, I'm jealous. Yeah, I could never question her credibility. Oh, I mean, why would she just make a story up like that? What? Y'all should go back and listen to some radio shows of people saying, I mean, why would Katina Powell just make something up like that? I mean, she has the ledger written down right there. Like, y'all fucking sound stupid. Ugh. Sorry for getting emotional. No, Walter, I cuss too much. I like cussing. My dad was in the military. I'm from the mountains of Asheville, North Carolina. I was born in Buncombe County Hospital in Asheville, North Carolina. Do y'all hear how Cameron Maben talks? Do y'all hear how my family talks? Y'all know what it sounds like in Asheville, North Carolina? Have any of y'all been to Biltmore and talked to the local? I got some things in my blood that bring me joy. And outside of the office, cussing is one of them. mm. 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 Point being, y'all, don't be manipulated. You're being manipulated. Don't be manipulated. Oh, that's pretty funny. Get that title back. Next week, Merle Code. Merle, tell us about when he goes on his book tour selling his book. Oh, that's one email I might just answer. Merle Code book tour. Merle Code joins Marcus Maven and Steve Rummage on 93.9 The Ville. The old school 2-finger cigarette. Merle Code. God, that would be so much fun. But the basketball player in me probably wouldn't. Because he's going to do a book tour. Y'all know that, right? I'm going to get an email. Do y'all know how many emails I get from prominent people on their tours? I mean, I might just start bringing some of these people in there. Oh, God. William, you're going to have to go back. Noob, absolutely not. I like watching games and cursing and getting mad at my kids and talking to the parents, and I like the relationships with the people better than I like doing the professional stuff. Got wine from Biltmore. This is the best. This is the best place. Let me get out of here though, y'all. I'll see y'all in the morning.